Alrighty, folks, this one getting underway now. That is Ryan Moore on the left-hand side, Todd Loffredo on the right. 3 out of 5. Overtime in the 5th. Playing for their page now, the Tornado Championships of Foosball. Tornado Foosball Championships, pardon me. Kid Foos saying Todd in 5. Okay.
Ready?
What else you got? Todd in 5. 1-0. Todd, of course, an incredible singles player. Maybe not now as much as he was then, but then for him spans what? 400,000 years? It's quite the legacy. We are 50 years removed from the first World Championships. Elitch Gardens in 1974, minus what happened in COVID in 2020. 50 calendar years, 1-1 in favor of Loffredo, or in favor of, well, us, the viewers, having a fun time watching this on a Friday evening. 50 years removed from that first one, and then Loffredo comes in 77, just a few years later. Wins open doubles as a 17-year-old, and here we are now.
Right? Yeah.
47 years later. You time that. That took me about 11 seconds to figure out the math, maybe even longer. 2-1 in favor of Moore. Loffredo, who is shot 400 billion pull shots, stutter step drag, timeout called.
How many timeouts do you think he took in his career?
Oh.
Or how much time did he spend in timeouts?
Probably more time than any of us have spent in traffic.
Ready?
It's got to be mind-boggling. Pull shot position. Rolling straight.
Ready? Yep.
2-2. I don't pretend to know, Dan, how much of that movement, everything that he's doing with the fakes, is part of the shot, how much of it is set up of the shot. Probably all of it's part of the shot because he's just looking to see some kind of reaction. You think Todd's going to give him any kind of moment of the day to do any kind of response to it?
I think Todd is seasoned enough, specifically playing against Ryan, that it actually might be in his favor.
Defensively?
Sorry, just making sure I get the stats right. Well, I think for Ryan, at this point, it's my guess. But I think he just wants to spend more time.
3-2. More fakes, rolls, switches. But Loffredo not moving off any of that.
Right, so I don't think Ryan's looking for fakes or for patterns. Rather, Ryan's looking to put Todd to sleep. That would be my guess.
A sleeper pattern.
Yeah.
Loffredo down by 1.
It's illegal. No, it's not if you can touch the ball. If you can touch the ball, it's legal.
I'm gonna get a ruling.
Go ahead.
Or I can take it. I mean, I cheated. Should we just get a ruling?
The way the rule is if you can touch the ball, you can do it.
You can't bend the rod to get it no matter what.
Yeah, it's a natural characteristic of the table.
Yeah, but you can do the bumper, but you can't do the.
Take my word for it.
You just want to leave it back here.
I've had a ruling on it twice.
Because otherwise, I could have made you lose the ball.
Yeah, I know.
So what do you want to do? Want to get it rolling?
Go ahead.
Who would give me?
Arthur.
I'll just read the rule. Flex infraction. A player, this is from the rule book, and I assure you this is a reputable source who I will name as soon as he gives me credit, or gives me permission. A player must not make contact with an otherwise unreachable ball. I'm reading it. You can see my phone. I'm reading from a text message. I'm not freestyling here. This is Tom Yor. The USTS, hello. Start that over again. ITSF Rules Commission. President, I believe, who is the authority on rules. And so I'm going to say he knows what he's talking about. Plus, he quoted the rule. We'll take a peek here and see who calls what. So they gave it. So
Yeah, because Bob was always told you just can't grab it.
So since he could touch the ball, and this, so I'll start over and read what Tom Yor sent me. Says that the rule is
No, I couldn't touch it there.
No, what I'm saying is like even
the player must not make contact with an otherwise unreachable ball by flexing a rod.
right there.
Yeah, that's
And the penalty is it goes to the opponent's five bar.
Yeah, then you can
It's okay to flex the rod when the ball is
My
reachable.
whole career that was been illegal.
Todd could reach the ball, therefore it's okay.
Arthur really likes what's going on here.
And again, that's from Tom Yor. Appreciate you, Tom. It's nice to have friends out there who know what the heck they're talking about.
Sounds like Ryan got the news. He's not happy about it.
Yeah.
Fumble it and then came back to it.
But I think that's, I mean, what I thought, then so that's the
You
prediction.
already had a reeling in because you were already bending it to get it.
do it like this. Normally, it's like that.
Todd gets the ball on his 3. So we'll go ahead and do the channel point prediction on that. And I did predict correctly that Todd would maintain possession. Yeah. Appreciate you, Tom.
Look at that, though. 94% said that was going to go to Ryan.
Well, 6 people did, but 6 people bet 94% of the points.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it was a bet a lot to win a little. And I appreciate any and all input on rules or anything else. It makes the stream better. It makes me know more. I learned something. I already knew that. But the key there is otherwise unreachable. So if it was out of your zone, for example. But in that case, Todd could reach it. So he could flex a little more to reach it a little more. And therefore, okay. Kind of a ridiculous rule if you think about it. I don't think about it. I think it's a good rule. That's me responding to a comment in chat there, by the way. What have I missed? Is it game 1?
Yeah.
I just
that was
walked
it.
up.
Yeah, you just walked up.
They're already slapping each other, throwing haymaker. No, it's not. You know what's happening.
Regardless, though, Moore gets the block there, ends up with on the 5 after some other hurdy-gurdy. Does a 5-bar shot.
Did you already speak to any of these?
Nope.
Okay. The other one's from quite a while ago while we were on break.
Yeah.
What is reachable and what is a flex? That's actually what I would like to know, because I think reachable, if you can touch it, therefore it's in your zone, then you can flex the ball.
Yep.
You can flex the rod. Sorry. So if you can touch it, it's reachable, and therefore you can flex the rod. If you cannot touch it, and flexing the rod makes you be able to touch it, that's illegal, is how I'm interpreting that. This makes 0 sense. If you can touch it and you flex the rod to grab it, then turn it over, in this case to Ryan. Why does Todd get the ball back on his 3-rod? Todd got the ball back on his 3-rod because Ryan was talking while he was trying to bring the ball back in. That part's simple. It's just a distraction. So he gets it back on his 3. Ryan was saying that's illegal while Todd lost the ball. And that is pretty easy. Pretty easy to call. Thanks again, Tom. Appreciate you, man.
Sorry.
1-0.
I'm as sorry as I'm
I
not.
have no
No.
Mixed emotions over here for that.
Moore still not happy with it.
Ready?
But game 2 underway. See that stat line there from Loffredo, 33, 25, 38. And yet it wasn't exactly a blowout. See if Ryan gets his composure back. Timeout called. That's an interesting timeout, Clay.
By Todd?
Yeah, just letting Moore kind of sit in it a little bit there. Is that
Good timing. So I was texting with Tom actually, and so I only caught a bit of the timeout. But I was telling him I was glad he was watching. I just kind of showed up and I wasn't real sure of all that was going on. And he said, "Yeah, I just turned on the stream right when it happened." So good timing on that too. It's kind of cool.
that is?
Sexy.
What's not cool is shooting a bank on yourself. Moore down by 1.
Comment in the chat here says, if you have to flex the rod in order to get possession of the ball, that should be a foul. So by the rule, that is a foul if you have to flex it to get possession. But if you have possession, if you can touch the ball and flexing the rod helps you bring it back in, that should be fine. People don't flex the rod, but literally bend it.
Yep.
Next player will definitely replace that rod. Oh, these rod. That bend right there was nothing. If you ever see Tracy McMillan or Ryan Moore or any of these folks shoot a pull shot, the bend of the rod on a regular shot is greater than the little bit that Todd bent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those rods are quite resilient.
Loffredo hammering longs for 50 years.
Yeah. Let's see if we can take a peek at that last pull shot in slow-mo. You can see the bend of the rod. How much longer until Todd takes the jacket off? Probably game 3 maybe?
Probably game 3.
Jacket off. We'll be in game 3.
Oh.
This is that shot from Todd a moment ago, and you can see just in the course of a regular shot, that handle will drop and that rod will just bend like a little rainbow there.
God, that's down there. God, who do you think has the biggest torque, the biggest rod?
Rod bend?
Yeah.
I don't call it torque. People get annoyed with me when I say that, but it's not torque. But I'll go with that. I think Jeff Pipkin Jr. on the 2-bar when he shoots anything.
Yeah, he could tie his shoes.
Yeah, that he bends it down there quite a bit. T-Mac.
T-Mac for sure is on his pull
3-bar
shot.
or his 2-bar. And if you catch Ryan, especially if he's shooting a pull from the 2-bar and he's squaring it off over on that near side, that was pretty. He gets it down there quite a bit as well.
Yep.
Just cranks the crap out of it. Someone in the chat there says Terry Moore on the 2-bar. Bobby Diaz doing it. Oh.
Ready?
Bobby Diaz shooting a pull kick on the 2-bar. He does a magical, quite a flex of the rod and destroys the bumper. Shakes the table. With his SpongeBob hat. it SpongeBob? SpongeBob.
4-3.
Is this the first match after the break?
This is the second one.
Who was the other one?
The handicapped
Okay.
finals.
Sweet. Who won? I'll look.
I think Schneider and Pulaski. It was a barn
yeah,
burner.
you're right.
It was a very long match.
Pulaski and his partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shades of beatdown. Okay.
Moore again. Pull shot position. With that pull kick attempt for the 2. Looking for that slider. Almost hit it. Connected on it, but ended up hitting the man. Didn't slide through. Picked up by Moore on the 5. 2-0 in favor of Moore after that first game that was not contagious. What's the word I'm thinking of? Contentious. Thank you. That was all me.
Good luck bending that. And Todd's laughing there. What Ryan's probably going to do is swat down on it and get the backspin. Look at Ryan's face there.
Son of a bitch. That rod doesn't bend much. No, it doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan's
That Popeye face.
yeah. Ryan's a jolly fellow. He wasn't really tripping that Todd was laughing while he was trying to reel it in. I think there are players in foosball, in this room actually, who would have whined about that.
Woo! Playing that slow.
Ryan doesn't really roll like that. Unless he thinks there's genuinely a distraction. C flex is arbitrary. You don't know what you're talking about, and neither do I. So we're on the same page with that. Nothing arbitrary. He couldn't bend it. It's a 5-bar on the far wall. It's so much different. I like the way Ryan smacks the balls off that.
There it is. He's been shooting for that. Hits that after setting it up with that slider from the pull side. I believe the shot option there is called the bablam.
Just go straight off of this. I didn't mean to push this.
Found it.
Yeah. I meant to wait.
Oh.
I tripped. I tripped out, dog.
Don't trip, potato chip.
There's no science to make it. Yeah, you're on that. You're on your own with that one. I actually don't even know what we're talking about anymore. It's a very clear, straightforward rule.
Moore, it is match point for him. Turned it up a couple notches here.
Is this Kevin Walker?
It is Kevin.
I didn't know he was here.
And match point goes to Ryan Moore in 3 games. Todd Loffredo is defeated by Ryan Moore in this open singles at the 2024 Tornado Championships.
Just trying to give you revenge. Trying to give you revenge for all those times you just swatted my lane. You'd sit one and swat lane.
You got 2.